I have a massive head, so if I don't do these any justice out, and I apologise.
I'm Troy Deeney, and this is Box to Box. I have absolutely no clue what is in either box.
Oh, it's a dope picture. So, the picture's sick.
It's one of those moments in life where I think you had no choice but to sit and listen, and the passing of George Floyd happened. I think that video just did something to me, hit home, probably to a lot of people. 8.5 minutes of just witnessing someone dying. Like it makes you have this weird feeling where you're like, why isn't somebody helping? What's going on? And you start questioning yourself. I remember being in a Premier League meeting because we were discussing going back to play. On the agenda points, this was one of the topics to talk about. It kind of like, well, okay, we're gonna just wrap the thing up there, kind of avoided the question. And then we just got into the situation where I'm talking, and I was like, this isn't fair, this isn't right, what are we gonna do? We need to do something. Once I'd shut up, all I heard was, we go, okay, Troy, you lead it. Before you knew it, I had, instead of it just being me ranting, it was like, Troy's absolutely right, we need to do something. Bang, 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 everyone saying it. And it was a really proud moment as well, like just to have the backing of all the players, because it's very easy, I think, in this current climate to just sit back and do nothing. I think fans and fan bases had become accustomed as to why players were taking a knee and understanding of that. So I think while you had a few boos at the start, that's been drowned out now with positivity. From my perspective, and a lot of the others who are in meetings trying to actively change the conduct and legislation around racism, it's disappointing that this is the outcome, because we actually haven't got anywhere. There's been a lot of talk, a lot of we're going to, and this is going to happen, but actual solid change hasn't actually happened yet. Another box. Now, this can mean one of two things. Either we've been into my nan's cupboard, or this is Elton John.
What does Watford mean to you?
Oh, Watford. Watford means a hell of a lot to me. I've been all over the world, travelling, and people go, oh, Deeney, you play for Watford. Like that's just who I'm associated with, or it's Watford, and then you say Deeney next. So I have a massive head, so if I don't do these any justice out, and I apologise. I remember we beat Arsenal. So we come out the stadium in the FA Cup, this number just pops up, and it's like, maybe Los Angeles, and I was like, I don't know anyone. It's just like, I think it's a bit of a scam, so I'll just press it like, hello, and it's like, hi Troy, it's Elton. I nearly crashed the car instantly. I was like, wobbling because hi Elton, how you doing? It's like, great game, just watched it. It's like 4 a.m. here, go to bed. Just want to say well done to you and the team, have a great time. Then you just like driving, like sat in the car, like, just spoke to Elton John, like where did this come from? But no, fantastic human being. Take these bad boys off. This is something my nan would wear, no jokes.
Can you tell us about the importance of mental health, how psychology has helped you?
Wow. Mental health, understanding who you are, learning to deal with difficult situations, it's all learnt behaviours. The environment that I grew up in is very old school. Like you don't talk about problems, you don't speak to police. They're the two things I was taught from a very young age. But the biggest part for me is obviously when I got sentenced to jail for making my mistakes. I buried my dad on the Friday and then went to jail on the Monday. So it was like very, very quick. My dad died after like a 3-month battle with cancer. So from finding that out to him die was 3 months. Seeing my hero, the biggest and strongest man I'd ever knew, just crumble and break really quick. I just realised I was drinking an awful lot, and which ended up in me getting into trouble and into my situation. I wouldn't recommend anyone goes to jail to sort their problems out, but it certainly put me on a path. There's a lot of talk about mental health. There's a lot of talk about, what that is and what that represents. Everyone has their own understanding. That's why I really dislike the word normal, because your normal and my normal are two completely different things. I would definitely implore anyone who's having struggles or hard times just to reach out and talk to someone. Now this is world class. The fact that you've managed to find that is world class. We lived in a flat, in a council flat. So like 2-bedroom, 1 long hallway, really narrow. And we had a tennis ball, and my dad used to make us religiously watch this every day. And his method was, if you could do it with a tennis ball, you could do it with any ball. We had me and my younger brother Ellis, that's all we did, practice all day. It must have worked because both of us ended up being professional. This one's heavy. This one's safer. We're gonna go with this one. Oh, yeah. I nearly went then. These horrible things. Look. Oh, mate, I can't even touch it. It's fucking foul, isn't there? A little bit of poo in the old trousers there. Oh, now this is proper. Game changers. Oh, they're cold as well. I am lactose intolerant, but these are worth the shit the next day.